Hello, hello. Welcome to Juicy Talk. We are so excited for you to be here tonight. We're going to have a really great conversation. The joys of being single. We're going to get a little raw, a little real. It might be a little juicy. Y'all ready?
I like juicy.
Hey. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
We here with my co-host Juice, and we are about to get straight
And
into
the,
the topic.
producer in the building, too.
Got the producer in the building. Yeah. So we're going to have a great conversation and a great show, and I'm super, super excited about it today. So, how are you guys feeling?
We're good. I'm good. It's a little cold out today.
It is a little rainy, a little cold, but I'm ready for the fall.
You ready for the fall?
I love the fall. It's my favorite
I like
season.
fall maybe for like 3 weeks. That's
really?
it.
I love the fall. It's absolutely awesome. We're gonna let some people join in. Hey, Lulu in the building.
Lulu,
we got some people.
That's twice
We got people coming on in the chat. Come on in.
All right.
Welcome, welcome. We're excited for you to be here today.
There
So
you
we got a great show. We're gonna talk about it. The joys of being single.
Are you ready?
Yes, yes. The producer is going to keep me to task today.
I'm not ready.
Hey, Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm not
I'm not ready for the winter. I'm definitely not ready for the snow, but I'm definitely ready for the fall clothes, the boots, and the cute jackets. That's my thing. The turtlenecks.
The skellies.
Definitely ready for that. So, Juice got on a. You want to get up and model our t-shirts?
Okay.
Okay. Stand up so they can see it. Yes. Look. Juicy Talk Thursdays 8 p.m. He got
Every
on our
Thursday.
Yes, he got on one of our t-shirts. Thank you for
Don't forget the
being
mugs.
our model.
We got our mugs.
Silver Fox. And we also got our merch. Juicy Talk. Yes. So,
where should we start?
We got a lot going on.
I know, right?
But I just want to talk about being single. Are you single? On the spot.
Yeah, I'm single.
What is single? You know, I think we should define what single is.
Let's talk about that first. Yeah,
so
I'll make sure I'm saying the right thing. To me,
single is someone who is not married.
Freedom? The producer said
no, someone who's not married. We're defining single. Single is someone who is not married. If you are not married, you are single. Hi, Honey Touch.
Okay.
Hello. So, if you're not married, you are single. Do we all agree? Out there. If you agree in the chat, let us know.
Let's see. I want to see what the chat says.
That's single.
That's single.
Now you can be dating.
What about TikTok?
You can have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but if you are single, and what we're talking about today is people who are not married.
Okay.
All right.
So that would be me.
That would be you. That would be me.
Untaxed.
That would be the producer. Who else out there single? If you single, if you watching on TikTok, let us know. Make a comment and let us know if you single. And if you watching on YouTube, Lulu said unattached.
Okay. Before we go on,
Shucky ducky quack quack.
This is I know we've been on YouTube before, but if you have not subscribed, please subscribe.
Yes.
And also share.
Please and thank you.
And join. So we really depend on people to subscribe to our station because, like you said, we can order new merchandise and things of that nature, just make our show a little bit better. So if you subscribe, we'd appreciate it. And tell somebody, share the information.
Yes, and it's not too late to share right now as you're listening, because this is going to be a really great conversation about being single. So just for
Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Okay.
So this is about not being married.
Okay, not married.
Right? So I'm going to share a little bit of my story.
Uh-oh.
I was married.
Then I'm next.
For 10 years. You can. I was married for 10 years and I got divorced and I've been single since February 2020. I always make this joke that the pandemic happened right after my divorce. Like it was meant for me to be single. And I would have to say that it's definitely been a journey. And I would say a very positive one. It took some time for me to find my footing in the being the single world because anybody who's been married, and if you've been married for a numerous amount of years, then it takes time to really find yourself again and just really identify what it is that you're doing in life and just really get your footing. What I can say is I have been on a journey of self-discovery.
Mm, do
Definitely a
tell.
journey. I will. I will. But first, I'm going to put it back on you.
What's up? What's going on? I'm ready.
what describe how you have been? How long have you been single?
I've been
Give us
single
some
for a while.
feedback.
Actually, I've been divorced over 20 years. Over
Okay.
20 years. Like I said before, I dated my ex-wife for about 10. We got married for about we were married for about 5. Never had children. We came close to having a child, but it wasn't in the cards. So.
Okay.
What single looks like for me? Is that what you're asking me?
I mean, just your journey of being single. How many
Oh,
years have you been single?
whoa. Okay. So, like I said, I've been divorced over 20 years. So, based on what you're saying to
Yeah,
me, if you're not married, you're single. So,
true.
I've been single for quite some time. It's like you said, it's a process.
It is.
Dating. Some work, some don't work. Some become enemies. Some become great friends.
Mhm.
So that's been my journey, life of single. Uh, would I change some things? Yeah, I probably would. I would. One thing I don't like
Mhm.
uh, in the single is I don't really like meeting women at bars.
Mm.
I'm not. I don't really. I may like sometimes. I don't know. I just don't like meeting them. But uh, I like to meet them a good place would probably like at like a social event,
Okay.
like a nice social event, like a black tie or uh event, like maybe uh like a wedding or I met a young lady at a repast.
Okay.
So I don't know, it's
That's
that good of that,
interesting.
you know?
That's an interesting
Yeah, I
spot,
met her
I
at a
guess.
repast. That was
I
kind of
don't know. I got
what?
I got a lot of questions, but I ain't gonna ask none of them
No,
right
I
now.
ain't got no problem with
No,
that.
I'm just saying
I ain't
like
scared of
it's
you.
I'm being silly
I'm not
for
scared of
real. I'm
you.
being silly.
I don't look. I'm just saying. I'm speaking my truth.
How about being introduced to somebody?
Oh, sometimes that works. Have
Okay.
I been that? That's what. Actually, I met my ex-wife, on a blind date. Yeah. I
Hmm.
met her on a blind date.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I've heard that as a
And
story where somebody really meet on a blind
blind
date.
date.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
And I wound
cool.
up marrying her. I
That's
sure did. Yeah.
awesome.
Sure
That's
did.
dope.
Yeah. We're friends to this day.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So, like,
Shout out to Lisa.
hey, Lisa. So, for me, right? Um, I feel like in the course of my marriage, right? I really lost myself and my identity and who I am, right? And so and then we went into, like I said, a pandemic, which I ended up going through yeah, meeting at church, I think is a good place as well.
I don't know about that.
I think you can.
I don't think so.
Okay, for you. Hey,
Hey,
Frida.
what's up, Frida?
So, in my opinion, what I would say, because I really want to focus on the journey of being single, right? At first, after coming out of a relationship, like there is hurt feelings, there's sadness, there's a little bit of disappointment from the relationship that was lost or a relationship that didn't fit,
Didn't
end
work out right.
favorably,
Yes.
right? And that was my experience. I had a relationship, it didn't end favorably. We both decided mutually, very, amicable divorce, but um we divorced, and it's a break, it's a tear, it's a separation. And I think that a lot of times when that happens, you're trying to you're doing a lot of self-evaluation. One of the things that I really find for me that was very therapeutic in my journey of being single is just having the opportunity to just really self-discover. um, I went through a whole phase of like dating because, I've heard a lot of people say, dating is ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That whole process of getting back out there in the dating world can really be like, seriously, like, for lack of a better term, it can feel real ghetto, you
Yeah.
know? And
Depends on where you go.
I I mean, even because that whole just the process of getting to know somebody, the cat and mouse chase, especially when you've been in a marriage and a relationship and you're used to giving your all and coming in 100% and being a team player. And then when you're in the dating world, you can't be like that. You got to kind of pace yourself. You got to set back. And I had to learn all of that, just how that looks in real life, right?
Mhm.
And right, dating can be so, in my experience, right, So at first, that was my mentality when it came to dating. Like, this is like really ghetto. But then after a while, I started to like really figure out, I would say, the gift of goodbye.
So do you have a type? Do you have a type maybe?
I don't think I have a type. I think that I enjoy people who are kind and loving and genuine and
That would be me.
authentic,
That would be me.
and people who are, kind towards me. That's what I like.
Mm,
And I feel like in my dating experience, I have definitely found some people that have showed me things about myself that I may have not seen or realized,
mhm,
good, bad, and indifferent. I can say now that I have learned a lot of things about myself through this journey,
mhm,
just as far as um, how I may have showed up differently and how I to where compared to where I am now.
mhm,
But
mhm,
I would say that the biggest revelation is just realizing that I had this, in a marriage, you kind of have this different mentality of giving your all. You're a 100% team player. At least that was my mentality being in a marriage. I'm giving 100% of myself. I'm bringing all my skill set, everything that I have to the table, right? And that's what you expect from your partner as well.
mhm,
And I would say that in the dating world, I'm very much like I've seen somebody put in a chat, boundaries, setting boundaries. I'm not revealing everything. I am being very, very cautious and very much my needs matter. And that doesn't mean that I'm being selfish. It's just that me and the importance of my peace is important, and I hold that very dear,
okay.
and I operate in that manner. And I think that that is so refreshing. And at the end of the day, like, wow, my home is so peaceful. Like, I mean, my home is so peaceful. It is really my sanctuary. And I think that it's so much self discovery in being single and just realizing who you are as an individual and a person.
Mm. So let me just piggyback on some of that what you
Hmm.
just said
I said a
because
lot.
you did,
I
but
did. I did.
um, let me just start like this. Peace is very important
Mm.
when it comes to relationship. Um, that's for me is very important. But one of the things I look for in a relationship or get to dating someone,
Mhm.
I'm looking for consistency out of
Mm.
the person. She's gonna call, or you know, how she moves. I'm the type of person to kind of like sit back. I don't say too much to the
Mhm.
person. I just kind of sit back, watch how she interact with my friends, how she interact with me, how we interact on one, how she interacts when we go somewhere,
Mhm.
and and then the other thing is about respect. Even though something is new, when you meet somebody, it's still a level of respect that you demand from that person, which we should,
Yeah.
whether it be male or female. Maybe
Mhm.
a female should require respect from that man, and vice
Mhm.
versa. And you need to find out if that person respects you at the very beginning, and that's what I was saying about being consistent.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I've said this so many times before. Men are very simple, and we don't desire a lot, but just want respect, peace. We looking for companions, not sponsorship. We're not looking
Mhm.
for a woman to sponsor. We want someone to we can grow with. We had talked about this in the show. You give a
Mhm.
woman, give her $100, you expect her to multiply that,
Yeah.
and so even though you're dating, but she still got to have that quality of that. Her mindset, um, the mindset is
Mhm.
important too.
Mhm.
So one of the things we also got to let people know when we meet somebody what our intentions are.
Yeah.
That's another important thing. Intentions are very important. So we just ain't just doing things just be doing. So
I
that's how I look
agree.
at it.
And so one of the things that, you know, I wanted to talk about that was like really, really important to me to address is that a lot of times when women are single, right? A lot of times society treats women who are single as if what's wrong with you? You know, you you 40 years old and you single. What's wrong with you? So I want to play this clip and then I'm going to give my opinion. I want to play the first clip. The first and second clip.
I would love a relationship that makes my life better than it is. I have no interest in just being in a relationship to be in a relationship. The truth is that I'm a rare breed, so like there might not be a match that's a rare breed for a while. It's thought that because I haven't found a man, there's something wrong with me. Shit, like stop all that. It's like you'll go crazy. You'll go nuts. I just want people to know that like their beauty and their worth and who they are, like it's a treasure.
Well, I didn't marry because I knew that I would not be able to have the life that I had dreamed if I married. I didn't marry because I've been partnered with Stedman since 1785. And he is a wonderful man, but he is also a traditional man who had his own ideas about what being a wife was. What I realized, and this is what you all to know for yourself, I wanted to feel worthy enough to be asked. And the day he asked me, I started to feel like, oh God, what does it really mean to be married? That's when I started to ask the questions about what that really meant.
I am choicefully single, happily, gloriously single. And I do wish there were more examples. And one of the reasons I'm okay talking about it, and by the way, My Life is Mine, that speech really was geared towards that. I was like, I at the time was 45 years old and single, and I had just pushed out my 5th kid on television.
The irony of that.
In that context, so many people ask the question, have you ever thought about having children? Like, I mean, my child gave my life meaning. I'm like, are you saying my life is not meaningful?
Yeah.
And because of the structure that we live in, it is so easy for me to feel undermined with all the accomplishment that I've had. And my accomplishments, I don't mean the Whopper stuff. I mean, like, I take the garbage out before it stinks. Like, I eat food that's good for me. I get my sleep. I show up for my friends. And that makes a life very meaningful. And somehow the rug gets pulled out so quickly when people put me in the you should be married. Why aren't you married yet? Like, what's wrong with you?
So
I want to say this. So, a lot of times in life, if you're a woman and you are in your 40s and you are single, a lot of times you are looked upon as if something is wrong with you. And there is this societal norm that is perpetuated in telling you that something may be wrong with you. You're wrong for choosing your peace. If you ain't married, what's the problem? Why you can't find it must be something wrong with her if she can't find a good man. And I just feel like that stereotype is so damaging and it makes a lot of people stay in relationships where they're not happy. And so for me, there is a joy that comes from having developed relationships with people. I can say that my life is full, right? I have a very full life. I am dating someone, right? That I enjoy. I have friends, male and female, that bring joy to my life and make me happy and are good people. I have friendships that I can really show up and be there for my friends and listen to them and understand them. And that is very rewarding. I don't have to prove myself to anybody regarding my like my relationships with my friends and the people that I care about. And it is a joy that comes from that, for me anyway. And I feel so at peace. And I'm at such a good place because I really have gotten to know Michelle in a much better place, in a much better way. And just really loving on myself. And I just feel like self love is the first love. You have to love you first. You have to know who you are. You cannot enter into a relationship and be with anybody until you first take care of yourself first and you take care of yourself properly. And I think that it's this narrative that and it definitely, I know it's just not me. And if you're watching in the chat, let me know if you have experienced this too, where, I went through this phase and I really understand now that it was pushed on me by society, right? That if you're not married, you're not, with marriage comes validation. You need to be validated in a marriage in order to be worthy. And I went through that phase of feeling like, wow, like it was like this clock ticking. And I don't know, me and a producer been knowing each other for a long time. I don't know if you remember, like when I was like in my late 20s, where I was like, I just got to get married. I got to get married. I'm looking for a husband. I need to be married. I don't know if you remember, like right before I actually got married, that I had like this whole list of things written out, like this list of things that I needed to accomplish by a certain time. And it wasn't because and I definitely had a decent relationship. And this is no reflection on my ex or anything, but I just feel like I had this thing in my mind like I needed to be married. I needed, like, if I didn't, something was like this checklist of things that I needed to check off. And and I know that came from a place of not really having understanding of myself. And we have these scenarios just about, and we see it all the time on Facebook that something must be wrong with a person. No, if I wanted to be married again, I could be married again. I'm pretty sure that I could meet somebody and get married, right? If that's but I really want a relationship, like she stated, that really brings and add value to my life, to the place where I am a better person behind the relationship that I am in. It calms my spirit. It makes me a better human being. I don't know if does that make sense? Does that resonate with you guys?
I think it's
Let me know if that resonates with you.
I think it's a little bit different for men.
Mm.
I think that you nailed a lot of things from a female perspective.
Okay.
I think with men, I think overall, the dating scene, we sometimes need to heal ourselves
Mhm.
because sometimes our relationships, our previous relationship, takes so much out of us,
Mm.
and then we find somebody, we may put some of the things that we had from the previous relationship or dating on that person, and that's not right
True.
because there's so many of us that are scoring from one relationship to one after another, without Usan or taking some time out to ourselves and say, you know what, let me just take a back seat, examine myself. What did I do? What did I do wrong in my last
Mm.
relationship? Could I have done this to make my
Mm.
relationship better? Maybe I shouldn't have said this. Maybe my mouth was bad or how I
That's true.
treated her in front of my
Mm.
friends. But sometimes we gotta look at ourselves. It's not always that person.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to look at ourselves and say, what did I do wrong?
That's so true. I literally just had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I was stating to him that now hindsight, I see the mistakes that I made in my marriage, right? I could have been a little bit less snaggy. I could have been a lot I could have been a lot more patient than I was. I could have I gave up like real quick. Like I was like,
Mhm.
like
Uh,
you
I
ain't
got
I just gave
yeah,
up like
I got a short string on relate. I get a short string too, though.
yeah, and I feel like I agree with that. Being single is different for men. Women regroup, men seek. I would have to agree with you on
Mm,
that.
a little
Because
bit,
I think that a
a
lot of
little
times
bit.
when it comes to relationships, women, we end up staying single for a while. We figure ourselves out. We got a lot of healing and a lot of restructuring of our lives that we have to go through. And I think that a lot of times men just jump straight back into a relationship.
I don't agree.
Some, not all,
I don't agree
not
with
all,
that.
but some do. You don't think men
You don't think women do that? You don't think they
I
jump from
think that some
relationship from one
I
relationship
think
to
that
another?
both parties can do both
Yeah, I
things,
think they
but
do.
I do feel like a lot of times men they leave one relationship and get in another one.
I
And
just
I feel women do the same thing too, but I just think that men are more likely to stay there.
I think like with far
And
as
it is I think a lot of men like to be do you think a lot of men like to be in relationships more than they like to be single?
I think it depends on where they're at in their life,
Mm.
where they at, or like for probably for an older person such as myself, we probably look at life a little bit different. We
Mhm.
got so many more years. We got less years in front of us than behind us. So we're gonna narrow in and say, you know what? I'm gonna be more patient with this person because I do see some good qualities. Sometimes we talked about this before. Sometimes we do stay in relationships too long because we want things to really work out. But
Mhm.
sometimes we gotta chalk it up, deuces. I'm
Yeah.
not putting up with that, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't think anybody wants to be in this world by themselves. I think that I don't think we're created to be by ourselves.
But that's the crazy thing. Like, even though I am single, I feel like my life is so much more full. And I know that sounds crazy and it almost feels wrong to say, right? But my life really is full. I have great relationships with my friends. I have great relationships with um, you know, with my family that I feel like I am more nurturing and caring. My even with my children to a certain extent, and let me just say this, my household dynamics are probably a lot different than a lot of people's household dynamic because I l- this is a as my girls will call it a girl house. Like it's all women all the time, you know. So it's a little difference of a dynamic, and I just feel like women we operate differently when we interact with one another. Um, yeah, definitely women want to feel safe. Definitely want to feel safe. Charles says, I think men typically get into relationships a little bit quicker because of the fact that we're visual, whereas women are emotional. Women look for that emotional connection. I agree with you 100%, Charles. Absolutely.
I can see something like that.
Absolutely.
I can see
I
that.
agree with you 100%.
But that's how we are, though. We're pursuers. We pursue women. That's what we do. That we see something we like, we go after it. That's how we're made up. And hey, Delta Root, what's up,
Hey.
baby?
Yeah.
Like I was saying, but we're made up that we're cut like that. But at some point we kind of evaluate, like, after so many women that you start narrowing down. Like, you could meet somebody. I think I'm not speaking for all men, but I think we can find somebody. We could date maybe 4 women at the time at one time, but at the same time we're interviewing them just like they're interviewing us.
Mm-hmm.
We're finding what they like, what they dislike, and just to see if it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to interview people, so we got to know if it's a good fit, and we enjoy meeting new people. We
Mm-hmm.
enjoy, we always want, if we get somebody, we don't show up off to our friends. Hey man, hey, you see what you think about her, man? You know what? But that's just how we are. We make it a little bit different, so I can see something.
I want to show another clip, and I want to show it. This is a man's perspective on being single. So check it out for me.
I enjoy being single, like I genuinely do. And I don't think people appreciate this enough. Like, don't get me wrong, of course it's great to find your person all at X, Y, and Z, right? But I'm saying I enjoy being single in the sense of me not rushing into literally nothing. Like, not even trying to be in a relationship, just not rushing at all. A lot of times y'all be rushing into relationships and asking for certain things from the man above, but y'all don't even be ready to receive those gifts. So next time you asking for a relationship or you asking for something, make sure you're in a position to receive those gifts from the Most High.
He said quite a bit.
He did. What you think about it?
Well, what took out of it, we have to be ready. We be careful what you ask for. You got to be careful what you ask for. You say, when you say, hey, God, I think I'm ready to meet somebody. You got to be ready, and that's what I took out of it. So.
Okay. Frida said, I feel my life has moved in a less stressful direction being single.
Ooh.
I'm free to do what I want whenever I want. Men move into a community position so easily.
Men
They
move.
don't take the time out to get to know what's in front of them before chasing someone else.
But I mean, how long does it take to know somebody, though?
Oh, it takes a long
time, though, right?
It takes a very long time to know somebody. And I think that human beings in general, I think, have this mindset to, like you said, we don't naturally, organically, people want to have relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we feel like we need to, because there's this underlying society narrative that's being pushed on people that you have to fit a certain demographic of a relationship. If you're not married, if you're not, it's like you're not validated. You're not. And so I think that, at least for women, right? And I think that when it comes to relationships, like Frida said, men, I think they benefit more a lot of times statistically. Listen, I'm gonna play what the doctor said.
That is not.
I'm gonna let the doctor speak. I ain't gonna say it.
Send me some receipts.
We gonna let the doctor speak.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Play clip 4.
Yeah, I'm talking about they benefit.
Play clip 4.
Yeah, I gotta hear this.
I'm gonna let y'all hear, because and y'all let me know what y'all think about it. And while y'all looking at the video, please
subscribe.
Well, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Absolutely.
But also, just give us a thumbs up if you like the content you're getting so far.
the happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
But the happiest groups of people, like not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women, and married men are really happy because they get everything done for them.
Really?
I'm just saying, what do y'all think about that in the chat? Is that a true statement?
I'm glad that was a short clip. That was like,
it was a really short clip.
That was like,
and if you want to see the whole video, it's Diary of a CEO, and they're talking about being single. Denise said, I enjoy being single. No one riding my back about long work hours, cooking when I feel like it, just freedom to do what I want to do. So
no accountability. Oh,
is that accountability? But let's see. Let's talk about it. But when you single, you single. Where your accountability at?
No,
sir?
I think
I'm just saying, as a single man, where's your accountability?
I think there's
who you accountable. Who you accountable to?
I think we should. There's a small portion of accountability when you meet people. I do. I believe
you can have accountability to your friends, but really, at the end of the day, who are you accountable to as a single man? Which woman?
Which woman?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, are you accountable to a woman? Are you accountable to your friends? Are you accountable to other men? Who are you accountable to? Or are you not accountable as a single man? Because that sounded a little judgy.
No, I'm not. I don't know why the producer put her glasses on like she didn't believe it, but there's always some type of
What you got to say, producer?
Nobody
say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Oh, but I'm just. I think like even like in dating, there's somewhat accountability, because it's like if you say you're going to do something, then do it. I mean, it's something as simple as keeping your word that we're gonna get together, hang out, do it.
Put that back up for me. It takes an incredible mindset to sacrifice and to be subject to another person. People are selfish and unyielding to authority. Marriage is a contract. I completely agree with you on that. Put it back for me. I agree with you on that. I will say this though. A lot of times, hear me out.
I'm about to.
As people, right? I feel like being single is important because you have to know yourself first, right?
Okay.
To thine own self be true. You have to know yourself first. A lot of times what happens is people get into relationships with people that they should have never been in a relationship with. And the reason why they were in those relationships is because they never took the time out to really get to know who they were. See, when you really know who you are, you don't enter into a relationship with somebody that you know you're not going to work out with. You may say you're going to cut those ties right away. You're going to be like, you know what? This doesn't serve me. I'm sorry. You're a great person. It's me, not you. and you're gonna move on, and you're not gonna waste any time. You're not gonna play with their emotions. You're just gonna let it pass because you're gonna understand that you deserve more. And you recognize right away, because you know yourself that this person or this individual is not equipped to love me on the level that I want to be loved. And that is a fair thing to understand, that everybody is not going to be able to love you in the way that you need to be loved.
So are you referring to conditions? Is that another way?
It's not really
conditions.
You can package it up how you want. It's not really, to me, it's not really a condition. It's more or less just me knowing what works for me and what doesn't, and not compromising that.
I mean, I get that.
That's it. Yes, single is equal peace. So what are some of the joys? We're going to get to my list. Some relationships are definitely trauma bond. We are living in a me society. And a lot of people don't want to make sacrifices, but I don't feel like being single is about that. We have to understand that what she stated should be looked at carefully, because she's referring to white married women, because this is a cultural difference.
My point exactly. I totally agree with that.
You know what?
I totally agree with that.
I have no argument there. You may be right. But I feel like married white women are definitely happier than married Black women. And that's because they're protected and they feel safe. And put that other comment back up. Dating requires trust, fair communication, grace, and reciprocity. I agree.
What's reciprocity?
Equal. Back and forth.
Back and
You
forth
give, I
conversation.
give. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Equality.
Okay.
Even exchange.
Oh, you give me, I give you. Like
communication is key.
Oh.
Okay. The statistics don't lie. Single women live longer than married women. Married men live longer than single men. That is very true. However, married couples are wealthier on all levels, physically, financially, etc. Let me just say this.
I like that.
I will say this. It has been statistics done. I think I've brought them up previously before that women who are married tend to die first. And that happens because they're giving and taking care of everybody else and they neglect themselves on a lot of levels. Their health, their well-being, because they're taking care of everybody else. It just happens. It's a cross culture. Okay. They're more protected by their husbands. I mean, I think we can all agree that as a society, Black women are the least protected among our society. And that's just, and you can look it up statistically, but Black women are least likely to be protected across the board. And it's out there. Matter of fact, on my YouTube page, I promise you I'll post it because I looked it up before and I've posted it previously.
So what are Black men? We just like we're second.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that
we're
Black
second?
men go through a lot too.
Yeah.
Y'all, but what I'm saying is if you're going through it, right? And I'm going through it, you're preserving yourself. Who's protecting me?
The right man will protect you too, though. You find the right man,
and that's in the marriage, right? And I feel like women who are
not just because you're married. A man should want to protect whoever he's in finding with. Like for example.
But what about when you're single?
For example, like if a female called me and say, Julius, you know what? I have a flat tire. For me, it would be my job to go out there and, if I couldn't do it, call one of my boys or call AAA, but that's still protecting her. You know what I'm saying? I would have a problem with knowing that she's out there stranded with no help. I'm protecting her by going out there, fixing the tire, 2, calling somebody to make sure she's safe. So that's a form of protection.
You as you're one man. I'm talking about as a society as a whole. Black women are marginalized. We're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. If we make a lot of money and we rise to a place where we have a lot of money, then we're looked at as, oh, she thinks she's all that. She don't need a man.
Women will tell you that. Women will say, I don't need a man.
Listen,
women
I would rather,
are quick to say that. And that's statistic.
I would rather say I don't. And men in the chat, I'm not gonna guess. Y'all, would you want a woman to need you or want you? What's more important?
Want.
Exactly.
Want.
So why are men still?
So why are women
offended?
saying I don't need?
Why are men offended?
We're not. Go ahead.
Why are men offended when a woman states, I don't need you? No, I may not need you, but do I want you? Do I desire you? That is something different. So I think a lot of times it's being misconstrued.
How they say it. It's how they say it. They come across
maybe
it's So my thing is, so many women step into this masculinity, and that's what the problem is. Men can't take that no more. We're not doing that.
I don't agree that married couples are wealthier. 7 out of 10 women that I know personally are in health kicks and our entrepreneurs are in health kicks and are on health kicks, I think, and our entrepreneurs, they can hold their own. Listen, I will say that I'm definitely a woman that's on a health kick right now. I can say that I'm probably the most healthy internally, right? That's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually than I've ever been in my life, right? I
Because
was
you're
not
older
this.
now, though.
I don't know if it has anything to
It
do with being
does.
older because
It-
when I was younger, I'm gonna just be honest. Hey Debbie, when I was younger, right? I was healthy. Lovely Debbie can tell you, I worked out, I ran all the time, 7 miles a day. I worked out, I hit the gym, I lifted weights, I did all of that. I was single and I was healthy. When I got married, and I am not blaming marriage on this, I just and it's nobody's fault. I'm just saying in general, you become busier. Your life is not your own. You don't have the time to do all of that because you have other responsibilities. You're having children, you're taking care of families, you're doing all of these
But you're
different things,
married, though. You have help.
which are beautiful.
You
It's
have,
nothing
you
wrong
have,
with it.
you have help now, though. If
You
you're married,
you're supposed to have help. But both ways. You are. But we were talking about being protected. A lot of times in marriages, women don't feel protected. We're giving, 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 and we're not. It's like, and I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but
I
we
mean, 'cause
don't
it's-
always realize, and this really is about the joys of being single. So I really don't want to focus so much
I know
on
you're going off of it.
relationships because it's about the good things about being single, and there are so many. So I want to get into that. I want to stay focused on the good things about being single because there are some benefits to being single. Let's put up Frida's comment. I can work as much as I want without being questioned. Us women have to have friends who look after us when we are single if we need certain things done around our home. That's true. I promise you, as a single woman, I have more male friends that I'm platonic male friends. No funny business, no trying to get on, just real genuine friendships that I ever had. I ain't have none of that when I was married. And I'm not saying it's a right or wrong thing. I'm just saying I didn't have it.
You
And
didn't need it.
so
If you're married,
you shouldn't need it if you marry.
Uh-oh.
Come on now, make all y'all minds up. You can't say you're not protected, but most women in chat don't want to be married. I'm not saying that I don't desire to be married. I never said that. I don't feel like anything is wrong with being married, but I want to be in a relationship with somebody that brings the type of value to my life that that makes my life better. I don't want to be depleted of my essence. I don't want to be depleted of my femininity. I don't want to be depleted because I'm giving everything and nobody's pouring back into me. So I want a relationship that makes sense, that's going to equate to somebody who loves me in the way that I deserves to be loved. I operate a 24-hour daycare. A husband would not be comfortable with this. I can have as many male friends as I choose. I'm in control. We would love to be married without the messiness. I absolutely agree. I just want a relationship that makes sense. So, with that being said, I want to, producer, keep me to task. I want to talk about now, and the BOCAT said Google statistics in the U.S. Census, CDC, National Health Statistics, and medical journals. The statistics don't lie. Married couples outpace singles in almost every category of wealth.
in which
Definitely
they should.
true because
They
it's two
should.
incomes. So it should. That would make sense. What about the other things? And I think our values have changed a lot when it comes to what is needed in relationships because in most households now, two people are working. But it's a lot of people that still have those same traditional standards, and that's a whole nother show. But the joys of being single, what's number one? First thing, what is one of the One of the things that you could take away if you are single and you know you're going to have a joy about.
Freedom.
Freedom.
You can roam.
Not that type of freedom. Freedom, I would say, maybe freedom to roam, but freedom to be yourself, freedom to travel as you see fit,
You can do
freedom
that in a relationship. You can do
freedom
that.
in your finances. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
dating
not.
is expensive though.
Yeah,
Dating
freedom
is
in
expensive.
freedom in your finances. You could do what you want with your money, with your income. You don't have to answer to anybody else. There's a certain freedom that comes with that.
So
Your own plans. You get to live life the way that you see fit, the way that you've planned out for your own life.
Mm.
You create your own plans.
Mm.
Somebody said Black Americans are the only culture on the planet that normalize being single. Okay, but let me say, people should find joy regardless of status. That would be nice. Your plans, know where you at, text.
if they call,
Where you at?
if they respond,
Where we going?
when you taking me out?
Yeah, where you at? You were supposed to be home at 3:00. What's for dinner? I would say more than where you at. What's for dinner? And Bocat, I just want to say, this is not saying that being married is not a beautiful thing. It's about saying, like, if you are single, there is joy and peace in that too, and that can also be embraced. Truth, my foundation was built on me and my husband for a long time. Unfortunately, he passed on. I have not met anyone who can match my energy.
Ooh.
That's real talk. Yes, it's not, I don't want people to get from this show that being married is like, ooh, it's so horrible. No, marriage is beautiful, especially when you find the right partnership, especially when you're with your right person. But let's talk about that being single can be liberating as well, and that's okay. There's a certain amount of liberation.
Yeah, I agree.
So I want to get to my list too. Main character energy. You are the main character in your
own story.
Your own story. What is important to you matters. What makes you happy matters. You the main character in your life. Your needs, your wants, what you desire is important.
Well, you gotta find
Are you the main character in your life?
Yeah, but you want to find someone that matches your energy and everything that you do.
Yes. Being single gives you a chance to really learn how to love self and heal. And how can you really give to somebody else without knowing who you are? You know, how can you really love somebody if you don't really first love yourself? Like, I can't teach a person how to love me properly if I don't even know what I want, if I don't know who I am as an individual.
Right,
like, you got to know who you are. You got to know yourself first. You got to be able to give that to somebody before you can expect anything different.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we have to take time out to ourselves and say reevaluate ourselves, and so we can communicate that to that person that we're involved with.
I'm striving to identify my joy again. And we got to do that sometimes. We got to embrace that joy again. You should be happy and fulfilled single before connecting with your person. You're not responsible for 100% of no one's responsible. You are so right.
Yeah, that's true.
Your partner is not responsible for 100% of your happiness.
That's true.
You can do a lot of things. You mentioned being a married person, still great points on being single. There is nothing wrong with being married. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It's all about the partnership. My short marriage was a hot mess, but that doesn't mean marriage wouldn't be a beautiful thing. Yes, I agree. Let's go. So, next up on the list, what's not drama-free zone? There is no drama. No drama. You can shut your door and be at peace. And I promise you, peace is beautiful. Just calm vibes and clear minds. That's how my life is. And I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I am drama free. And when I say single, I'm talking about not being married.
Let that be clear.
Let that be clear.
Yes. So I'm single. Producer, you single? I'm single. All right. Producer says she's single too.
I'm single too.
Okay.
Seven. Wallet. Your wallet stays cute. That means you can pack your money, baby. You can save. You save a lot because you don't have to bring your money to the table. You're making it, you're in charge of your finances. You're in charge whether you know what you're doing. Now, if you bad with money, you're gonna stay bad. But if you know, like in a marriage, like either person, if you have a spouse that spends all the time, then you're cleaning up their mess. That causes a problem. If your husband is buying tennis shoes every week, your money, your moves. You know, you get to make the money and you get to make the moves. So that definitely makes a difference. And guess what? As a single man, you get to watch all the sports you want. You don't have to worry about turning off Sports Center because your wife wants to cuddle and watch a movie.
Who says I'm almost single? Where's that?
Bocat said, I'm almost single. Here is my joy list. I can sleep wild in my king size bed. Ooh, clock it. Yes.
I can walk around in your house.
I can walk around my house with no robe. Perhaps that's because I'm also an empty nester.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Ain't nothing like walking around your house naked.
I don't think I walk around my house naked.
My outlook on marriage was emulated by my parents. My dad wanted me to have a wife. In my singleness, I have peace and solitude.
Ooh.
It is a peace and solitude in being single. That don't mean that you can't find your person and find that same peace and that same solitude. But it's hard to give up peace and solitude. I matter of fact, at this stage of my life, I'm not giving up peace and solitude. Anybody that comes into my life has to be able to give me the same type of peace. Maybe not so much the solitude part, but you got to give me peace.
Peace of mind.
Lulu says she can watch all the sports she wants.
Peace.
She says she watching the game now in peace. Okay, what's the next one?
Say, Bocat, can you walk? What'd she say?
He said, Bocat, what'd
he say?
You can walk without a robe in a relationship.
That is true. Clock it. Yeah, that's good.
If you're watching us on TikTok, thank you for joining. Our live is going to end. We're just going to continue on until it closes out. But thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. And if you get the opportunity, please go over to YouTube and check us out.
Under Juicy Talk.
Yes. Number 5, and get the rest of these rules. 5, friend time is prime time. More love to pour into your circle and yourself. I mean, like the amount of self-care. Like I can get up in the morning and I can work out. I will say this. I'm active more, I'm out more, I'm doing more. Sometimes I'll just lay in the bed with my my resistance bands, and while I'm watching TV, I just be working out. I mean, yes, listen, I just been on how many cruises did I go on this year? I've been on 2 cruises and I've been on about like 6 trips this year.
All right.
No way that I would have been able to do that in a marriage. I wouldn't have been able to do that in a marriage. I don't think I don't think I would have been able to do that. I don't think I would have been able to do that in a marriage.
The lady that owns the daycare, I'm kind of curious about something with her, because based on what she's saying, she'll never find a guy if that's the case.
Why? Because she has a 24. She could find somebody that is okay with that, or maybe when she retires.
So, I mean,
You think if you run a 24-hour daycare, you can't be in a relationship?
But based on what she was saying in her previous conversation, that men couldn't understand her, so her last relationship couldn't understand that. But I mean, people make time for what they really want to do. So maybe she really wasn't feeling that guy. Maybe she didn't make time.
Maybe he wasn't really understanding and feeling her. If that was her life that was already there, that was the way she makes her money, her bread and butter.
Maybe she needs to be dating.
Maybe he was the problem.
Maybe.
And she said, I have assistants with my daycare. So she didn't have to be there all the time. Yeah, so she had people that worked for her. But it's still an important thing.
See, the way I took it, like she didn't have any time. And then maybe that's why relationship didn't work.
She didn't say that.
That's how I took it. So maybe I see you rolling your eyes.
I didn't roll my eyes.
Miss Park, I apologize, guys. I
understood.
Yeah. I'm sure she's a good person.
What's next? Number 6. Glow up season. Singlehood is self-discovery on steroids, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Definitely agree with that.
Nothing sexual? Is that in those?
No, that's probably on the men's list. No, I'm just kidding.
So women don't like sex?
Women do love sex, I think. But I don't think anything is wrong with that. But I just feel like mentally, emotionally, spiritually journey. Like I could just speak for myself. Like I shared with you guys earlier, this journey has been beautiful and amazing. I had hard days? Absolutely. The hardest part was just figuring out my place. But now it's been like I've been single. And when I say single, not married. I've been not married, single for it'll be 6 years in February, right? Yeah, single women can wear big girl draws if you want to. Yes, but I still like them.
A thong every now and then.
I just like. That's a whole nother story, and it's too much information.
Right, exactly.
But I think
Okay, I always come up with some stuff.
I know, and
she always.
Yeah, you can. Ain't nothing wrong with granny panties.
Don't come around there with me, no granny panties.
But I think that, like for me personally, I have really, really grown in who I am as a person. The self-discovery on steroids, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, has been the greatest part of my single journey for me. And just really finding my tribe, finding the people that really love me and care about me has been so wonderful. You're one of those people that's part of my tribe, that is my great friend, my buddy that I could depend on,
Absolutely.
The producer always been my friend. She been through, we've been holding it down. But I feel like in my singlehood, I feel like I'm a better friend. Like when we were married, we did get together and hang out, but it wasn't as much. Like now, I know what's going on in your life. You know what's going on in my life. We take the time to really man, me and my friends go on dates and we be having like some epic dates. I should have posted the picture of me and the producer's date nights, okay? She made me, this beautiful platter.
Why you invite me?
It was a girl date.
Oh.
She made me this beautiful platter. It was amazing. Okay. That was all of them? The last one.
Last one.
Endless adventures. You get to explore life, which I've been doing.
Flirt?
What is that? Flyer?
With flirt.
Flirt.
Yeah.
With possibilities and say yes to you.
Ooh, okay.
All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Hey.
I know, right? Okay.
That's my takeaway.
That's your takeaway?
Listen.
Just say yes.
What say? I'm living my best life.
I ain't going back and forth with you. I know that's right. I know that's right.
Living my best life. Or like Jill Scott say, I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm taking back my freedom. Yes. So, any final last words? Was it juicy, y'all? Was it juicy? Did y'all enjoy? Did y'all thumbs up? Did y'all give us a thumbs up? Did you like the chat? Did you like our YouTube? We had listen, let me just say, I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all. We had people watching on TikTok. We had a whole bunch of people watching on YouTube. Man, y'all show up. Look, is this the hand clap button? I always mess it up. Thank you.
Oh, okay, the thumbs up for now.
Like the YouTube, like us on YouTube, please. Like, hit it on like on YouTube. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming over to YouTube because this was a change.
Yes.
We're no longer streaming on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we're just streaming over here on YouTube. So I definitely appreciate how y'all showed up for us in the chat, how y'all showed up today.
We know we got people in the background that's just sit back and watching.
Yeah,
okay,
but we appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Being single gives you a mental break. Yes. I mean, Bocat said it best when she said, it's awesome being able to lay in your bed with your snacks all around you, all your pillows, all your pillows lined up on one side of the bed. Your remote right here.
Which remote? Oh, that one. Sorry. You know, all these single ladies have these other remotes.
No.
I be talking about.
Just the TV remote.
Oh, okay.
Marty, just the TV remote.
Okay, I'm just saying. I don't need no man. Okay.
I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all took something away. Yeah, Hardy's one of those single silver foxes. Yes.
Hey.
I hope you guys took something really wonderful away. I just want to say that being single should be liberating, right? I'm gonna reach over here and pull this off of here. Hold on.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, I got it. I just want to say.
What you want to say?
Being single should be liberating. It's not a death sentence if you're single. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. That's a man or a woman. It just means that you're taking the time to discover who you are and what's best for you in your life. And you're being true to you. And it's okay to be true to you and love thine self, to your own self, to thine own self be true. It's okay to do that. And it's okay to love you. And it's okay to want to be married one day, but being selective about what and who you let in your life, because the truth of the matter is being in a relationship could be the most beneficial. It's the most important decision you're going to make because it can make you or break you depending on how you choose.
Absolutely.
So we got to all choose wisely and we got to all choose carefully, right? And that's the takeaway. I want you be liberated, be free. Take this time of being single, if you are single, to work on you internally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, because you don't want to bring financial problems into a relationship because most relationships end off of that. But take the time to be the best version of yourself and work on you. Do your inner work. Get healed from your past traumas, your struggles, your shortcomings, so that you can give the best part of you and the healed version of you to that person. And you'll be ready when your Boaz comes and he wants to sweep you off your feet, you know? And you'll be ready for that. You want to be somebody's Boaz, not Boaz. Broke ass.
I'm none of those. That's for damn sure. I'm none
aggravating ass.
So here you go.
I started to say something so foul, but I'm gonna be good.
Oh.
Woo, I'll tell y'all after the show what I was gonna say.
How you gonna tell me after
I'm
the
gonna
show?
tell y'all after the show. I can't say it on air because if I say it on air, it would be bad.
It would be bad.
So,
Little
yeah,
ass,
it would-
little ass.
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay.
I thank you guys. Like and subscribe. I'm definitely chasing my bag and stacking my money too, girl. I'm trying to glow up and grow up. So if you find it in your heart to to donate to Juicy Talk, if you like us, you see the little barcode up there on the right. Please, if you find it in your heart and you want to invest in us so we can invest back into the show, we would appreciate it. Thank you. And good night. We appreciate
everybody.
you. Peace.
Peace.
Till next week.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Same time, same place.
Same channel.
Juicy Talk. We out.
You out. Peace.